team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
They get it back. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Defensively, they've got to get more by. Bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
For the Clippers, Jones, he's checked in for Leonard, and it's Dunn in for Harden. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Clippers.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Oh, there's the alley. Johnson against Bogdanovich. Johnson with it. 15 in his last. Last outing. And no good. Good D by Bogdanovich. The Clippers lead by 18. Thomas passes to Zubac. Outside Bogdanovich. Thomas right side. Inside. Zubac finds Thomas. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
All right, folks. If you want a t-shirt, come on and make some noise.
Completely new group for the Clippers. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Wembanyama's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Sohan comes in for Barnes. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And Fox is subbed in for Paul. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Then it's James Harden. Then it's Drew Eubanks. And it's Thomas in at point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Pass to Vassell. Outside Wembanyama. Fox right side. Buries it from three. Fox has got 5.
I like it. Setting up Fox that time, getting him something in rhythm.
It's still early in the season, Grant, but most coaches have their rotations worked out by now.
They really do, but if they don't, they better figure it out soon. You don't want to be tinkering with your lineups any later than this.
Now here's Harden. In his last outing, he had 11 points.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Now here's Sohan. Out to Fox. The 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Fox has got 8 points in the quarter.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Powell in the post. He's guarded by Vassell. Powell's shot is off. Spurs trail by 20. Pass to Sohan. Oh, solid D from Leonard.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And it's good. 2 points.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard. But Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Bassey, he's checked in for San Antonio. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. It doesn't go for him. Wembanyama with some nice D. Fox against Harden. And it's Fox missing. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Thomas passes to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
They're taking the opportunity to get airborne. Kawhi doesn't hold back when he sees an opening.
Fox with the ball, and it's Leonard picking him up. Here's Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. Fades away. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Coach, when you watch Wemby, it's not the height that jumps out. It's the way he moves with that height.
Yeah, Brian, I've been around the NBA a long time, and you think you've seen it all. But when you see someone with Wembanyama's size and the things he can do, his ball handling, his shooting range, the way he moves, blocking shots, this guy is one of a kind.
Feels like he's emerging as the face of the NBA soon.
I think that's what we all expect.
So it's Los Angeles, a huge 24-point lead for them. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back with you shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
On the court for San Antonio, Sochan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. Pass to Castle, to the inside. Up top, Vassell. Outside, Wembanyama. And the 3 off target. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Harden, the pass to Thomas. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Ball to the Spurs.
And let's use this time to have a look at last year's steals leaders. De'Aaron Fox on top. And, of course, Kawhi Leonard.
These two struck fear into their opponents last year. Able to force so many steals, they're a problem for opposing offenses. How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
Fox against Harden. Oh, swiped away. Powell with a steal. Pass to Thomas. Oh, they get a hand on it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Thomas. For San Antonio, Mamukelashvili's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. And it's Barnes in for Vassell. The Spurs shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Here's Mamukelashvili. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Fox outside. Pass to Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Powell. Barnes, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Here's Leonard. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Oh, this is why you get Leonard the ball inside and just let him go to work.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Pass to Castle. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
And he makes both free throws. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Now here's Thomas. Pass to Zubac. Leonard with the ball. Now here's Thomas. To the middle. And Zubac with the basket on the assist by Thomas. Zubac has got 8.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark. I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Paul comes in for De'Aaron Fox.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
And it's Paul with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Johnson against Bogdanovich. Pass to Castle. Outside Paul. Puts up a deep 3. Ben Simmons grabs the board.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And he lobs it up to the rim. It's not going to go for him.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
Here's Castle. He has 6. Pass to Mamukelashvili. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Thomas passes to Dunn. Thomas against Paul. Back to Dunn. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Dunn's got his second basket of the night.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Paul against Thomas. Pass to Mamukelashvili. It's stolen by Dunn. And it's the Clippers on the break. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Thomas. Tipped away. Paul with a steal. Here's Castle. To win the cold spell. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Los Angeles, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. And their defense has stood out. And now let's listen in to Ty Lue in the huddle.
You gotta make the right play like you've been doing all night, all right? If they're gonna try to help and tag, you gotta make the right play, finish, or make the right pass, all right?
Well, you gotta like what Ty Lue is saying, telling his guys to take what they see.
Yeah, just keep it simple. Don't rush anything. Very solid advice.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Drew Eubanks out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Amir Coffey. Then there's Chris Dunn. And it's Simmons in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Champagne's shot is off. Los Angeles shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor.
I guess you don't need 2 hands, but 1 will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Bassey. And here's Barnes. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Champagnie, defended by Dunn. Barnes passes to Bassey. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Dunn outside. Simmons looking around. Back to Dunn. The kick out to Simmons. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Here's Eubanks. Oh, he missed the chippy right there.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
McLaughlin pass to Bassey. Now Barnes. Spurs need to get one up here. McLaughlin. The Spurs rebound.
LA foul. Drew Eubanks. First personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And following that, the number of second chance buckets they've tallied has been superb, showing no mercy in hitting the offensive glass.
And he drops the first. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that player.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? Clock at 6. Here's Coffey. Banked it in off the glass.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Dunn with a steal. Here's Harden. And they pick up 2.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Pass to Bassey. And here's Barnes. Stan, you've always been known as the style police. We're used to seeing the home team in white. But you look around the league now, there's a lot more variety.
Yeah, and that's before you even get to the neon shoes some of these guys are wearing. The NBA palette, Brian, has gotten a lot more adventurous.
And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Harden. Back to Eubanks. Takes the 3. Here's the second effort. And it's Harden laying it in. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you just love to see that kind of effort out of Harden.
San Antonio has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Clippers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decisions.
And then Harden with the jam.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. A different look for San Antonio. Mamukelashvili comes in for Barnes, and it's Chris Paul in for Johnson.
Chris Paul.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Eubanks defending. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Outside Paul. Here's Mamukelashvili. Shot clock at 5. On target from range.
Yeah, the dime-dropping skills of Paul. Tremendous at getting it to uncover teammates.
Harden against Paul. Outside Harden. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you next time.